You're listening to the Talk of the Tribe, Wapsie Valley Warrior Podcast, brought to you by Little Wapsie Communications. Their state-of-the-art fiber network is complete in Fairbanks, ready to serve your home or business with the fastest internet in town. Orrin Mutual Telephone Company. Serving the area since 1911, Orrin Mutual is a modern, independently owned telephone company providing internet and telephone services to Orrin, Iowa, and the surrounding rural area. RTC Communications. They are here to provide high-quality, superior service to you, the customer, by offering great customer service and the services you want and need to work and stay connected with family and friends. This is the Talk of the Tribe podcast, coming to you from the center of Warrior Country. Here are your hosts, Zach Favors and Riker Oberly.
Welcome into episode 6 of the Talk of the Tribe podcast with your hosts, Zach Favors and Riker Oberly. Riker, how are we doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, Zach. It's a great day.
So, are you ready for this today?
I don't know how we define ready for this yet. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be everything that includes crazy and fun.
That's all you got? That's it?
Well, we might find some more words down the road.
Alright, bring it in. Let's go.
Alright, so we have two special guests today. Both sisters. If you know the Wapsie Valley community, you probably know where this is going. They do a lot of sports all around the valley. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna and Peyton Curley.
Hi. Hey guys.
So, you two both do a bunch of sports. Why don't you just, one by one, say what sports you do?
Okay, I'm Anna. I'm a senior. I play volleyball, basketball, golf, and softball.
And I'm Peyton. I'm a junior, and I do volleyball, basketball, track, and softball.
So you two kind of do the same sports and then some different sports. Anna, you're kind of the golf person, you know.
Yep.
Just a few minutes ago, you were telling me that you were good at golf.
I don't know about good, but I definitely like it.
And Peyton, you kind of the running one. You do cross country, you said?
No,
Not cross country?
no.
You do track,
Short
I know
distance.
that.
Short distance.
I remember we did Jalen May just a few weeks ago, and we talked about you on that a little bit, how like you and Jalen are both really fast and can slap hit in softball and run the first faster than the speed of light.
Yeah.
We did like the grand total of like 2 softball broadcasts. It was like there was one that you and Jalen was like 8 for 8 in one day. It was insane.
Yeah. So, Anna, a lot of people, like you said before this, a lot of people don't know that you do golf.
Yeah, I'd say golf's a pretty underrated sport out Wapsie. We have, I think, 6 girls on our team. We have a lot of fun, but not many people know about golf.
So, Peyton, you said that you do track and volleyball. You two both do volleyball from the scrimmage and media night a few days ago. It's currently August 21st, I believe, and media night was last Thursday.
Yep.
And Peyton, I wondered this ever since, you know, the second set started. Obviously, you switched teams, but what's up with that? Were you just trying to be on the winning team, or?
Well, actually, fun fact, I didn't win a game that night.
I was about to say that.
No, so this year, me and Avery were setters, so we're running a 6-2, and we just switched teams for media night just to give all the hitters a chance, I guess.
So you're not going to be switching teams when you're playing like anybody else in the conference?
No, I'll stick with Wapsie on that one.
So, Anna, me and Zach were yelling into the mics every time that you would block one of Taylor Boer's spikes. And I will say, it's very impressive. How do you time that up?
Honestly, we practice with her, obviously, so I know how she hits, and I love a good back row block. That's just my favorite thing.
Zach, were you going to say something?
She's got to block 100 miles an hour. Like, it is scorching.
Yeah, T-Boo's pretty hard hitter, so just gotta get up.
So, we saw you serve. Didn't you start serving?
Yeah.
For both? Yeah.
Yep.
So you started serving. That went pretty well. I think you went. Were you the team that went 8 in a row?
No, that was Avery Jones was serving.
Oh, yeah.
She had a couple good serving runs.
Yeah, so Peyton, you do softball. Anna, you do softball.
Yes.
And you're Anna, you're a pitcher, and Peyton, you play shortstop and center?
Yeah.
That's right. So tell me, like, how you two got into both of those positions.
I've been pitching since like 3rd grade. I think that's when you switch from t-ball to softball, and I just love it. I like to be in the action, so it's just the right position for me.
Definitely worked. You got like a 1.3 ERA, like 130 some strikeouts is insane.
Thank you.
I think if we remember back to, I believe it was the Denver game. I think it was you that had like a no-hitter through like the 5th inning, and then you wanna?
Yeah, Zach said, Wapsie Valley has a no-hitter going through 5 innings, and they hit it into the left field, and it's a double. That very next pitch.
Not the brightest moment of my career, for sure.
Jinxed me, I guess.
I had a very severe jinx against the Southwind game, but we don't really need to get into
Oh
that.
yeah, that game does not need to be talked about.
Yeah. So, Payne, how did you get into, like, shortstop and center? Because, in my opinion, those are kind of different positions in their own ways.
Yeah, definitely. I've kind of been switching fielding positions my whole life. I've never had a set position, and I think that's something that's good for me, is being versatile, being able to play anywhere on the field, and that kind of translates to volleyball too. I think switching to setting has been interesting, just like switching to being a lefty hitter in softball was. We just thought that this year, center field, we knew we needed to fill that position. And I had played a little bit of outfield previously, so Jeans just wanted me in center.
Yeah, because last year, I believe, you primarily played shortstop last year, correct? Yeah?
Last year was second base, so last year was more infield for me, and then my 8th grade year was back to outfield and shortstop.
Yeah, because I believe Jalen May was the starting center fielder primarily last year,
Yeah.
and then she got hurt at the Drake Relays, I
Yeah.
believe it was. So you had to kind of take over that role. So how was that like transition, just getting thrown into something?
Oh man, it was terrifying because we still had track going, and so I didn't get much time to practice softball. So I kind of just got thrown in center in like our very first game against Dyke, and like hadn't taken any pop flies, so it was just kind of scary being out there. But as the season went on, I really just settled in, and I found that I actually loved playing center field.
We're gonna try to get into Anna here. How is golf going? I believe the season's over, but I could be wrong because
Yep.
I'm not really a golf person. But
Season ended in like
So golf season is in the spring, so it ends, state is usually the first week of June or the last week of May, but over the summer I am in golf leagues, so I do tournaments about 2 a week, so it's pretty fun.
that's good. That's good. Zach, we were talking with these two just before, and they were laughing it up. So I think we need to get into our first segment. You two are going into junior and senior year, right?
Yes.
So that means that you have lived your whole lives with each other.
Yes, we are 14 months apart in age, so almost Irish twins.
So that means that you would have many, many, many years of experience with each other. What are some funny, embarrassing stories about each other that I'm sure people would love to hear? This is our new segment called Story Time.
Okay, I'll go first. This story is pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So me and Peyton, when we were younger, I don't know exactly how old we were, but I was drinking some grape juice, just minding my business. We were supposed to be sharing this grape juice, but it was my turn to go first, and I guess Peyton thought I had enough. I was full, so she takes the bottom of the cup and just jams it right up into my mouth and chips my tooth. And so I had a chipped tooth for a couple years.
Do the birthday one.
Oh,
Telling secrets over here.
yeah, another one for just a lot of birthday ones. She liked to be grumpy on my birthday, and
I was the jealous kid.
yeah, just a lot of stories.
Forget that it existed, just like every...
Yeah.
I've got a couple about Anna. One time I was mad at her, and we were young, so we were both scared of the dark. So while she was in her room, I was in there too, and then I just, out of nowhere, I ran out and shut the lights off, and then turned her door closed and held it closed so she couldn't get out. And she was, screaming at me to open the door, and I just didn't open it.
Yeah, that was a pretty horrible experience.
Zach, you have 2 younger sisters. Have you ever done that to your sisters?
Plenty.
Oh,
They're all scared of the dark. It's like their kryptonite, It's like...
I'm an only child. I don't have to worry about that. I'm scared of the dark by myself. When I go downstairs in the basement, which is by far the most scary place in my house, is the basement, and I go down there with the lights off, I feel like the best person on earth. I'm proud of myself.
You gotta shut those lights off and then run up the steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with, I don't know if, I hope I'm not the only one that does this, but you set the microwave to 60 seconds, but you open it when there's 1 second left.
Oh, I don't do that.
I think it's just you, right?
I'm sure someone out there is gonna relate to it. This is when you don't have to go through that beeping noise at the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's always when your mom yells, "What are you putting in the microwave?" And then she can't hear the beep and you feel great. I mean, that's just me.
You gotta open the door, lift it up a little bit, pull it out.
Or just do it really slowly.
Yeah.
So, I gotta ask, you two both do a lot of sports. What, do you have a favorite, or is it just like me, it switches every time of year?
I'd say I have a favorite 3 that stick at the favorite. That'd be volleyball, golf, and softball. Definitely not basketball. I actually hate basketball, but I still do it.
So you hate basketball, so is there a reason why I hate basketball?
I don't know. It just, something about it just really grinds my gears. I actually tried to quit freshman year. I didn't go out for the season, and then 2 weeks in, Mr. Davey asked me if I could come be on the practice team, and I came, and an hour into practice, I just joined the team. So I didn't stick to my guns very much.
Peyton, do you have a favorite?
Growing up, it was actually always basketball, so not Anna's favorite.
So that's probably why. Peyton just destroyed her every game they played.
Yeah, she is a lot better at me at basketball.
Yeah, so I would say now that I'm older, it does kind of switch between volleyball, basketball. Really just those 2. Track is a close second, and then softball is my least favorite.
Yeah, you two both do basketball. But did your mom ever coach you legit? Because I remember me and your little brother Mason were in the same grade. We had your mom as a coach from I think when I was in 3rd grade to 6th or 7th grade.
Yep, our mom coached us from 3rd grade to 6th grade, and she coached us in volleyball and basketball. And then my dad coached us in softball from, by the time I was 3 playing t-ball, he was my coach, and then he still coaches to this day. Now he's on the high school team.
One year, she coached us to an undefeated season.
Yes, we had
our basketball season when I was in 5th grade and Anna was in 6th grade.
We had 5 people on our team.
Yep.
But we never lost.
4th quarter is just gas.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I will say Nick is groundskeeper of the decade, groundskeeper of the year. I don't know, that man is, he always knows how to keep that softball field pristine.
Yeah, he puts in the work.
So I gotta ask, you have your favorite sports. Is there any favorite moments that you've had on how many years you've played this sport?
Volleyball, definitely some of my favorite moments are qualifying for state, those sub-state games. Those are some of the best games I've ever played in, and it's just a lot of fun. Golf, I'd say my favorite memories are just hanging out with the girls on the van rides, and softball, same, just in the dugout. It's just a lot of fun.
I would say for basketball, getting Tim Kelly as a coach That season last year was one of the funniest seasons I've ever had playing. He was just great to have as a coach. But I would say just like club teams are really fun. Softball, like Anna said, in the dugout and throughout practices because we all complain about how hot it is.
We're trauma bonded.
Yeah.
So moving back into softball, when you were younger, we're talking about when you guys were younger because I feel like that's really entertaining stories. But did Anna, you're a pitcher, and Peyton, you're
I pitched too.
You do?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you guys like ever pitch to each other and get all competitive?
No.
She's too fast for me to catch. I don't like catching her.
And I never wanted to be a catcher really, so I never caught for Peyton.
You need to see an at bat. Just Peyton.
Oh, we've done it in practice a couple times.
Peyton's forced to hit righty, so she can't just slap it every time.
No, that's not how it works. I'm lefty now.
I think Jalen said that you taught yourself how to hit lefty. How was that process?
Yeah, so I always thought the idea of hitting lefty was fun, and my right side hitting was not the greatest. So I would say the winter last year, I started doing tee work with the team, and I just kind of switched to the other side and started swinging and just taught myself from there. And then slowly the steps came on. And then when season came, Jeans was helping me just a little bit, and we also had a new assistant coach, Tiffany Byers. She was a slapper in high school, so she helped also, but we're working on getting that like 100%.
Mm-hmm. Moving back into Anna's pitching, me and Zach have been very confused up in the press box many times because we don't know how many pitches you throw because your curveball looks like it's going up or down, and I can't ever decide what pitches you're throwing. So how many do you have, and how do you execute?
Like, what's the arsenal?
I like to say that I have 3.5. Those 3 would be my fastball, my changeup, my curve, and then my rise is a good rise on a good day, or also very bad on many more days. So the curve.
You put that in the stat sheets. 3.5 pitches.
Yes,
3.5 pitches.
3.5. Yep. The curve. That's my favorite pitch to throw. Sometimes it will rise. Sometimes it will drop. But
I was right.
Yeah, just kind of.
We're just like there's a pitch. There it goes.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people come up to me and say that my rise ball is really good, and I didn't throw a rise ball the whole game, but yeah.
You're just like, hey, the rise ball's looking great today. Oh, okay.
Thank you. I didn't know it was.
Nice.
Peyton, you used to pitch. Do you have...
We're just getting into the arsenal.
I'm going to tell you right now, I was a mad pitcher. I would get so mad at myself.
It's true.
And like,
then
then I would just...
at the ball.
No, I
give them like 3 homers and just, why?
Yeah, I would say I stopped pitching.
You pitched in JV game.
I pitched like one time in JV.
8th grade year.
And one game in varsity, 8th grade year, and then I was done. I called it quits.
Mm-hmm. Varsity, at least you have that title. You were varsity pitchers.
One game.
One game, yes.
I'm sure people want to know, Peyton. You were in state. You're in state for track. What races did you run, and how were they?
So I ran in the 4x1, the 4x2, the sprint med, and the D med. Our 4x1, that was the best race that I had. We got 4th place. That was a very fun race. It was very fast. I think we were expected to get 2nd, but everyone shows their best at state, so it's no surprise that spots changed. Our sprint med, I think we just barely hung on to 8th place. We kind of struggled with the sprint med all year, but we pulled it together in the last race for state. Our D med, that was another one we struggled in. We did not actually end up placing in that one, but I would say it was fun running with the people I ran with. And the 4x2, the race that not a lot of people like, is actually one of my favorites, and I think we got 7th in that one as well. But yeah, they were all super fun to run in. It was a great time staying at the hotel with the girls. It was just super fun.
So you went to the Drake relays, correct? Yeah.
Yep.
So what was that experience kind of like in that atmosphere there?
It was honestly very nerve-wracking. So on the way down there, we left the night before, and the way down there we stopped at Southeast Polk's track, and we started running on their track just to loosen up our legs. And then we went out to Texas Roadhouse, came back, and the night before was kind of crazy. We were all so nervous, we couldn't sleep. We ended up finally falling asleep, and then we had to wake up in the morning. We actually showed up to the stadium like 30 minutes before we had to run, and no one had any idea where to go. We were all so confused, but we made it out on the track, and it was just crazy. It was a lot different than state, I would say. State is kind of, you get in like with more high schoolers, but Drake Relays, there was like college athletes there. There's events that we'd never seen before, like the javelin toss and the pole vaulting. So I would say that Drake was very fun, and I want to go again this year.
I think we're going to go ahead and get into my personal favorite segment, screen time.
Really?
Zach really despises this segment.
Ever since I lost, it's always been a bad deal.
So we're going to have you two pull out your phones and go to your screen time.
This is not going to end well. I can already tell by Anna's expression. This is not.
So you're going to have to say it out loud to all of our viewers watching episode 6 of the Talk the Talk podcast.
Do you guys want, like, what yesterday's was?
Yes.
Okay. Keep in mind, yesterday, Sundays are my rest.
It was a Sunday.
It was a Sunday. Sundays are my rest days. I was up late the night before, so it is 5 hours and 13 minutes.
Oh,
that's like the low.
Zach, why don't you go ahead?
No, we're not getting into that. No, you can listen to episode 5. Listen, forget that part. We're forgetting this whole thing.
And Peyton?
Mine's actually 5 hours and 13 minutes too.
God.
Yeah, they're the same.
Dude, we are so bad.
Yeah, they have like the same one.
The exact same screen time for yesterday.
Do you guys have like the same schedule, or?
We're pretty close
For
today too.
I'm at an hour and 13, and Peyton's at an hour and 8.
Dude,
So
we are so bad at this.
I know, Zach, we should pull out our phones.
No.
I don't even know if I checked mine today.
You said it in the last one.
I'm a very forgetful person. So let's see what we got here. It doesn't make okay, that's from today.
I'm not saying mine. I'll say mine. I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
okay, I'll say Riker's. He's at a whopping 7 hours and 42 minutes.
From like 2 days.
You should have Peyton say yours.
No.
Yeah, what's yours?
No.
Peer pressure you, Zach.
No, we're not doing that. Nope. Mm-mm.
This is mine from August 16th, which is just really embarrassing.
11 hours and 35 minutes.
That's not that bad.
Day.
Compared to me, that's like an hour. I've had one
I'm
bad
in 8th
day.
grade. I have nothing to do all day.
I've had one bad day in the last month, and you're gonna peer pressure me into telling it to like 500 people. That's not how this.
That is how this works.
No, it's not how this works.
Okay, so running back into sports, or do we need to get into sports again? What are some
You
other?
said you had trivia. Let's do that.
I do have trivia, Zach.
Let's do
So
this.
I'm not gonna have you tell trivia about the other person, or I am gonna do that. I said I completely failed on my bring up. Dang it.
Backtrack is that you are not going to talk about the other. Scratch that. You are going to talk about the other.
We're gonna see how well we know each other. Is that
Exactly.
what it is?
That's
Okay.
exactly
Okay.
it.
All right.
So we're gonna start with the first one. Anna, what was Peyton's 4x1 time? I'm sure Peyton, you know.
I
I don't
know.
remember
You
my
don't even know
own.
it, dude.
There's so many times
You
I
have to
can't
ask
keep
questions
track of
that they know.
them.
Like,
we could do like favorite color.
I know like
Yeah.
close enough.
basic,
that
bro.
works.
This is like kindergarten. Let's go.
This is like kindergarten.
Basic questions.
Alright, so we'll keep it basic, like
School
kindergarten
hasn't even
level.
started yet.
It starts in 2 days. Actually, it's probably already out. By the time they get this, school's probably already started.
True.
So we'll keep it basic. Anna, what's Peyton's favorite color?
Blue.
Yeah.
Peyton, what's Anna's?
Purple or yellow.
Yep.
Purple and yellow. You want to go to UNI, or is that just
No, it's either purple or yellow.
Oh,
No,
okay,
not
okay.
like together,
No.
but
I
it just
gotcha.
depends on the day.
Yeah. So should we get into our last question here?
Go for it.
If you had to be on an island for when you have to bring 3 things.
Okay.
You are selling these questions, dude.
No, I am not.
Say the question the right way.
I am. I'm doing it the right way, Zach. I think so.
No, you're not.
You're on an island. You have to bring 3 things for you. What are you gonna bring?
For myself, or am I thinking what Peyton would bring?
Oh no, just for yourself.
Okay, for myself, I'd probably bring, I think everyone says this, but a boat to get off the island.
That's what Blake said.
See, we have different strategies every time. Some
Yeah.
people bring tents, some people bring boats, some people bring...
I mean, if there's
A
no
blanket.
limit, you might as well bring a phone, a boat, and
Honestly,
Something
no
food.
limit. I'm bringing a big cruise ship.
Yeah.
I have
Oh my
a little vacay back to the
who
mainland.
says you have to leave the island?
Right.
Now, what cruise line, huh?
Fully stocked.
Carnival.
Yeah.
Or the Disney one.
Maybe a bougie one. I don't know cruise brands.
Have you guys thought about this before?
No.
Fully stocked cruise ship. And
Fully
like,
stocked, yes.
Anna.
I want the staff, I want the food, I want everything.
We'll count it, I guess, yeah.
That works.
We're counting it.
Everything, and we just said
There are no wrong
3
answers.
nouns. I guess everything is a noun. So what about Peyton?
I would bring unlimited food. Like it just never stops
So
coming.
Zach should imply this on everybody else. Be specific. If you're gonna say food, what type of food are you bringing?
Whatever someone brings me. I'll have like a personal chef and they just vote out to me and give me my food for the day and then
So
go
we
back.
got the boat thinking we were gonna get off the island, but no, the boat's for the personal ship.
We're basically having a party on the island.
Yeah.
I think I brought Kool-Aid, like a flint and steel, and a tent, and you guys are out here bringing cruise ships and.
We were just too dumb to realize the strategy.
You should have put a limit on it.
Sky's the limit. You just gotta go
we
big.
are just too dumb to realize the rules of our own game. Alright.
So do you guys have any final words before we send us off
This
here?
episode is a disaster.
No.
That's it.
Watch
I'd
our
say,
games.
yes,
We got time.
volleyball season, we have been working very, very hard in the gym. First game this weekend at Bondurant, and then next Tuesday at home versus Owine.
Come
Be
out
there,
to
be
Rome.
square, I guess.
Alrighty, so that's all. Thank you guys for coming on, and until next time.
Go Warriors!